Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda. This is a vlog of my late autistic and ADHD diagnosis, and I also have total aphantasia and a memory disorder called SDAM. That stands for severely deficient autobiographical memory, and I talk about all of these subjects on this channel. Vlogging what it's been like getting diagnosed so late in life, and having twins that also got diagnosed at later in life for a kid. They got diagnosed at 14. Anyway, today is going to be a Amanda's Rambles video because I have a lot of different topics in my head and I'm like, I don't even know what I want to talk about. The first one is kind of funny because I think it's my hair. I really needed to wash it this morning. I will put a photo here of what it looked like. I took a picture of this morning. And it was like most of the curl had come out, and you can see it's a lot lighter in color when it gets dry. Like when it's conditioned correctly, then it appears to be a little bit darker. And I'm talking about this because just on a whim this morning on the Threads app, I posted a picture of my hair and I said, today my to-do list includes washing my hair because like a lot of people with executive functioning disorders, sometimes hygiene things can be a struggle. And a couple of months ago, I started washing my hair in the kitchen sink and separating it from my shower routine. And that has been such an amazing accommodation for myself. It's helped me want to wash my hair more often. So I often will wash my hair in the morning and then just take a shower at night before bed. And so this morning on Threads, I posted a picture of my hair, and then a little while ago, I posted a photo of my hair now that it was like almost all the way dry. Like there's still a little bit of dampness here, but it's mostly dry now. And it's so funny because like I wrote hold on. I'm trying to remember what I said. I said something like washing my hair is an ordeal because it takes 3 to 4 hours for it to dry all the way, even if I'm diffusing it. And then trying to say, like, I think I said one more thing. I don't know. Like, it wasn't anything super special or anything. Well, I got a wider range of comments like right away. Like some people immediately were like, oh my gosh, your curls are so beautiful. Do you follow the curly girl method? Which I do. Someone was asking me some questions about sensory issues. And so I was answering, about washing in the sink because like having wet hair on my back in the shower is one of the like big sensory I don't like. But then immediately someone's like, well, I can't feel sorry for you because my hair is thin and I don't have very much of it. And a lot of times, autistic people really struggle with tone, especially in text. I don't know if this person was being sarcastic, if they were being funny, or if they were just being like, well, I don't feel sorry for you, like thinking that I was complaining about my hair. And then so I don't know what their intention was. It sounded like they thought I was complaining about my hair. And so they were like, I don't feel sorry for you. But again, tone is something that is really hard for me to read in certain messages. And then, I got another person saying something about like making it sound like I was asking or it was like fishing for compliments. And I'm laughing because like that's just not, that didn't even cross my mind, because the thing about autistic people is I wasn't fishing for compliments. I love my hair. Like I don't need you to compliment it. Like I love my own hair. I mean, it's a little frizzy right now because usually what I'll do when it gets to this dry, there's one more stage that I will do. I will spritz in like a shiny coat on the very end of it. And I just didn't feel like going upstairs to do that. So See, that just even goes to show, like, my self-confidence is not wrapped up in how I look, because, you know, if I really cared, I would have gone upstairs to do that step before filming this video. But it's just like, whatever, I don't care. So second thing is, I love my curls. Like, this is my favorite feature. And so I don't need to fish for compliments. That's just not something that I would do. The third thing is that a lot of times autistic people will just state a fact, like washing my hair is an ordeal. It literally takes 3 to 4 hours from washing it for it to dry all the way fully, with my hair dryer. Like, when I go to the salon, her hair dryer, she has a Dyson one, it goes faster with that. With my hair dryer, with my diffuser, it takes a long time. Part of that's because having ADHD, I can't sit there long enough to just sit there and let it dry all the way. And if I put my diffuser on it for that long, it would get really, really frizzy. So I can only partially dry it. So I was just stating a fact. It's an ordeal. Like, I wasn't complaining. That was the other thing. Somebody thought I was complaining about how hard it was to take care of my hair. And it's like, no, it's just a fact. And I wasn't fishing for compliments. I wasn't like doing a reverse brag, and I wasn't, I don't know. And so a lot of times when autistic people are communicating, people are looking for subtext under our messages. And it's like, no, I was just sharing part of my process. Threads is kind of an app where a lot of people aren't like being a brand. They're just like posting about their actual regular everyday life. Watson, go back to your bed. Anyway, sorry, I forgot. Oh, the other thing that was funny is it's a Sunday. I probably will edit this and get it up tomorrow, although maybe I'll do it tonight. I'm not sure. My van has a flat tire, so I can't go anywhere today. The tire shop isn't open today, so we're gonna deal with it tomorrow. So I'm stuck at home. I literally can't go anywhere. I was playing with my hair. I, did it fun. And then I was playing with my makeup. So as you can see, like, I don't usually wear this much makeup. And so just for fun, I have a lot of sensory issues with makeup, but every once in a while for fun, I like to try to put on more. But it's hilarious because my hair looks nice. I put on what my husband called was bold makeup. He's like, is that your Halloween makeup? I'm like, well, maybe, but I was just playing around with it. But then I'm like literally wearing my PJs. Like, these are my PJ pants, my PJs. Like, it's just a Sunday. It's very gray and cloudy. But I'm just hanging out with like fairly fancy makeup and PJs because, that's what I do for fun sometimes. On another video, I really recommended this fidget, the Nido Ice Cube, and I still do. It is in my Amazon store, but I think the one on Amazon, it ranges from $15 to $22. I thought that was for 3 of these. Apparently that's the Amazon price for 1. Do not pay for that. I mean, I still have it in my store. Like, if you want it, whatever, like, it's there. I mostly have it in the store so you can see what I'm talking about, and then hopefully maybe find it locally, because I paid $5 for this. It is worth $5. It's not worth $22, because this is my second one and it's already bust again at the top, because I play with them really hard. It is my favorite fidget still right now, but I'm being careful right now because if I squeeze too hard, it will now come out the top there. But I really, really love this one. Don't pay $22 for it because they do break. In the previous video, I had been playing with it for about 4 or 5 days and it hadn't burst. And I mean, I was like tugging on it and stuff. So I was like, maybe this is a fidget that is unbreakable. And I don't remember what video that was. I don't know. I can't remember. But no, they do end up, it was actually kind of ironic because it was like the next day after. it was like the next day after that video, my other one, which was a purple one, I think, burst open. And then so I got this one and I've been playing with it and it's now got a spot. And so I still love it. It is just super satisfying if you like slime, but don't want slime on your fingers. It has like that kind of like same texture as like playing with slime, but then it's all in the ball. So you don't get, it's not sticky or anything. It's just a silicone texture. So anyway, that was just kind of a random aside since that's the fidget I'm playing with. And yeah, it's called the Nido. That's the brand. Nice Cube with an N. Nice Cube. Okay, what else was I going to talk about today? Talk a little bit about Halloween. So I have Halloween coming up, and I have anxiety around Halloween, mostly because my dogs, I've got, Milo is my son's service dog. And then y'all have all met Watson the pug. Yes, I'm talking about you. His ears, he's like, woo. They are mostly good dogs, but their door manners are not 100%. And they've gotten really sloppy, actually the last couple of weeks. And so I'm not really looking forward to the doorbell ringing, dogs barking. Doorbell ringing, dogs barking. Like that, just the thought of that's already stressing me out. So I'm kind of brainstorming some different ideas. If the weather's nice, I like to sit out on my front porch in a chair and hand out candy. That way the trick-or-treaters come up to me, the dogs can stay in the house, and they're not like as stressed out with the doorbell ringing as often. Or knocking, it doesn't matter. Like I could say don't ring the bell, but even the knock would bother the dogs. If we try to lock them up in a bedroom, then they would scratch the door. That would be bad. Last year, what we did was we all took turns. Somebody would answer the door, and then we had the dogs on leashes, and we just like kept working with them all night to like place. And we just used it as like, and we had a bunch of treats, and we like just used it as training. But it's just the idea of it is stressful. And the reason why I bring that up is because a lot of times somebody who is neurodivergent might have anxiety around something. And if you can pinpoint where the anxiety is coming from and deal with it, then that can make the whole evening so much better. Because in the past, I'd be anxious about my dog's behavior, but not realize that was what was causing the anxiety. And so I just have this like everything felt anxious and like horrible. And then when I was able to pinpoint, oh, okay, this is the thing that's actually causing the anxiety. Let's see if we can mitigate that. Then that can make the rest of the evening feel less stressful. And we do like handing out candy to the neighborhood kids. Like that's one of our favorite things, seeing all the kids come to the door in all their costumes. This year, we're hopefully going to a Halloween homeschool party. I talked about that a couple of videos ago. We were invited to a planning thing for this party, and that ended up not happening. Well, it happened. I didn't go, which I won't rehash that. I wish I could like tell you what video it was. I don't remember. Hello, memory disorder. But since then, this whole Halloween party has felt like basically a high school clique, and they invited the homeschool community at large, but they are all actually a clique that all knows each other. and we're not feeling so welcome. But my kids want to go to a Halloween party, so we're going to try to go, and hopefully it's fun. We can always leave if it's horrible. But I don't know if anybody else has had that experience where there's an invitation and you like take it and then you realize, oh, maybe they were just inviting people to be polite. They didn't actually want you to say yes. Like, that's kind of what it's feeling like. And then I had mentioned that I would bring a craft, but nobody is telling me how many people have RSVP'd. Like, I'm not the one in charge of the party. I don't have the RSVP list. So I'm like, I've asked the organizer now 4 different times how many kids are showing up so I know how many art supplies to bring. And she hasn't messaged me back at all. And then yesterday, this party is Thursday and today is Sunday. Yesterday, she tagged me in a public posting on the Facebook group asking how I was coming along with the decorations and all the crafts for the craft room, because the place that we're having it is different rooms. So there's going to be like a game room, a craft room. I don't remember what the other rooms they were planning on having, a dance room maybe. And I'm like, whoa, I never said I was doing a craft room. I said I would bring a craft, singular, one craft. I'm not decorating a whole room. Like, I don't have a budget for that. I don't have the attention, the detail, the timing. What? And so I said that to her. I'm like, no. I said I'd bring one craft, and I've asked you 4 times now how many kids are coming, and she still hasn't got back to me. So I don't know what I'm going to do at this point, especially because now I've got a flat tire that I have to deal with. And now I was going to order something off Amazon, and now I don't have time to do that. So let's just say anxiety is building up around this Halloween party, and all these like uncertainty things is one reason why a lot of autistic people get stressed out in social events, because we like to have certainty. We like to know this is what we're going to expect at the party, and this, like, this is how many people are going to be there. And we're going in with so many unknowns that it's causing me a lot of anxiety. But I'm really just trying to take a deep breath, realize that it's not important because like I'm a kind of an all or nothing perfectionist. And so before that, her messaging me that would have really upset me and like made me, because my mask was that I have to be people pleaser and put other people's comfort ahead of my own. Y'all have heard me talk about my mask as a neurotypical.exe. I would have panicked, gone to like Party City, started buying all this stuff to decorate this craft room, gone above and beyond, probably spent way more money than I should have, just to like try to make the situation less stressful by like making this person happy. But instead, I may or may not show up with a craft for however many kids I choose, since nobody would give me a final number. So not all the kids may get to do the craft because I don't know how many are going to be there. And if we are having fun, we'll stay. If not, we'll just leave, because our sanity is not worth all this stress. The second Halloween party that I'm going to, again, a little uncertainty, but this one I'm a little less stressed about. It's with my book club. So I've talked about my book club a couple of times. It's getting better. Like I told y'all in some previous videos that I wasn't sure if I was going to continue, because like every time I've gone to the book club, I've had a decent time going, but I haven't really clicked with anybody. And one of my goals in going to the book club is to actually meet a new friend. Like there's 2 different types of social events. I think there's social events where you just want to like get out of the house and like socialize and just spend time with people. And then there's sometimes in life when you're like, no, I'm actively like looking for, there's like a single hair that is, you can't see it, but there's just one that is tickling my nose. You see how it moved my, okay, there we go. Anyway, there are certain times in life where you're like, I just need, I'm actively looking for new friends, like friends that I want to hang out with outside of just the event that I met them at. Like, hey, you're really cool. Now let's go hang out and go get tea together or whatever, other things. And so far at this book club, I've had fun at the book club, but I haven't really connected with anybody that I would then like potentially want to go do other things with. But even like some of the book clubs meetings themselves have kind of been a little stressful. But it's getting like the more I'm going, the more comfortable I'm getting with people, and like understanding some of the inside jokes from the people who've been going longer. It's not really cliquey, I would say. They're very welcoming to new people, but there's still going to be inside jokes, right? Like, what was it? Hold on, I forgot the name. I'm still learning everybody's name. Deborah? No. Kathy. So one of the inside jokes is if you Kathy a book, that means that you didn't finish reading it. Like it could be on page 3 or it could be on like the second to last page and you're like, I'm done with this book, and you set it down. If you don't finish the book, then you've Kathy'd the book, because there's a member of the book club named Kathy, and that's like, she's notorious for that. And so learning some of the inside jokes makes it more fun to be there, right? Well, originally there was going to be a big Halloween party, which I was a little nervous about because, one, I haven't dressed up for Halloween in a long time because I usually just focus on my kids' costumes. But I was like, okay, let's get into the spirit of things. I will buy a costume this year, especially because the homeschool thing also was recommending that the parents also dress up, but like, not required, but like, hey, help, bring the fun to it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy a costume. Well, then after I ordered the costume, I get a message from the organizer, and she says, we had a lot less people RSVP for the book club Halloween party than was expected. So instead, we may just do a normal book club meeting. And I wrote back onto the group discussion board, and I was like, I bought a costume for this, so I'm going to dress up. I hope others will too. Like, I don't care if it's a party, if we're just sitting around doing our normal book club discussion, but I'm going to do it in costume. And I kind of put like a winky face, happy face. I don't know. Like, so whether it's a party or a regular book discussion, I'm going in costume because dang it, I bought a costume for this party that may not actually end up being a party. But I think I'm going to do another video in the next day or two talking a little bit more about Halloween and how to help your neurodivergent child if you have a child who is autistic or ADHD, because Halloween can be very sensory. I probably should have done it actually already, because pumpkin patches and haunted houses, like all of these things leading up to Halloween and even Halloween night can be too much for a lot of autistic, especially kids. So it depends on if you have a autistic kid who's a sensory seeker or a sensory avoider. You might need to tailor your spooky season activities. So I don't know. Maybe that would be, maybe I don't need to do another video. Just keep that all in mind. I think I did one last year, actually. Anyway, this video's getting a little bit long, so I'm just gonna go ahead and end it there. And yeah, just Amanda's Rambles. Good to talk to y'all all. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I will see y'all soon. Before I go though, comment down below if you enjoy Halloween. what has been stressful about Halloween in the past. If you are just like, I do not like Halloween. If you are going to a party and dressing up this year, comment what you're going as. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.